Hey everybody, welcome back to Life in the Higham House for what will be a new part of our vlog and blog, and it's our fall living room makeover. As we've been talking about on the blog and even here on the vlog a little bit, one of the things that we're looking forward to getting into in the coming year is doing a little bit more postings about home. So everything from DIY projects that we're working on to decor, we want to share some of the things that we're doing here at the Higham House, along with the fun things that we do with the kids. So we're starting off with our fall makeover, our fall living room makeover, and what we have here is I'm just showing you some of the things we picked up for this year from Hobby Lobby. We love Hobby Lobby, we love the style of decor that they have, we love the prices, and so we picked up a bunch of things and brought them in, and you can actually go back and watch our Hobby Lobby fall haul on the blog. But let's go ahead and get started. Our first project that we're going to do today is we're taking this really cool metal trough that we got from Hobby Lobby, and we're creating it to be a centerpiece that will eventually sit on our living room coffee table. And so what we've got here is we got the metal trough. We've got a candle that we picked up. It's a coffee scented candle, which smells amazing. Perfect for in the fall, those cool mornings or cool evenings. Fire up that coffee candle, and it really makes a nice aroma for the area. But then we got this fall pine cone potpourri bag from Hobby Lobby. It's really cool. It's got colored pine cones and a bunch of other pieces of potpourri in it, and it smells great. It's like a pumpkin spice scent, and so we're adding that to the trough and giving it kind of that fall fullness of not just the smell, but of color and of texture. And so it really is coming together nicely. We picked up these two orange pumpkin picks. We just bent the pick part a little bit, and we're going to use them on opposite sides here of the trough, kind of bringing a little more color, but also a little more whimsical texture to it, because now we have the two pumpkins that are offsetting each other, and then the pine cones, and then there's some mini pumpkins in there, and of course some of the various chips and flakes from the potpourri. Along with the potpourri, I wanted to make sure we added just a little bit more in the way of color, and just a little more something interesting to look at. And so we've picked up some fall leaves and some of these colored sea balls, and we're going to put them in, scatter them on both sides, just to fill in some of those spaces that looks a little empty. But there you have it. There is the metal trough from Hobby Lobby with the spiced pine cone potpourri and the two orange picks. Really came together nicely. Really happy with that. The second thing that we're going to put together before we get into the living room is we're going to create this really cool floral piece here. We picked up this metal pitcher from TJ Maxx, I think a year ago. Really love the way it looks. And then we picked up this purple leafy floral bunch from Hobby Lobby this year. And so just putting it in the pitcher, not doing a whole lot to it, kind of just spraying it out, making it look really cool. All right, so we're moving into the living room, and we're going to start with our before. Now, we've already done the fireplace, and you saw the mantle there already, but the rest of the living room has been kind of undecorated, in the sense of there's no features in there for fall, with the exception of the fireplace. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to just put some various accent pieces throughout the house. You can see there on the bookcases, we kind of threw some things up there just to kind of put some things out and see what we're going to do. But we're going to start with the coffee table, and here's where we're going to highlight that metal trough from Hobby Lobby. And so we picked up these really cool runners from TJ Maxx a little while back, and we were using them out in the back porch over the summer over one of our tables. But we cleaned it up, brought it in. The coloring is perfect for what we want to see in the living room for the fall. And so with that, we put the trough on top, lit up that coffee scented candle, and yeah, our first piece is ready to go. So in our living room, we have this sectional. Not as much in love with the sectional as we used to be. We bought it to fit the features of our previous house, and now in this house it doesn't quite go, but it's what we have, and so we're going to work with it. And we're not going to do a whole lot to it. We're just going to put out some seasonal pillows, a couple seasonal throws, and kind of just spruce it up a little bit for the fall. You can see that our sofa gets a lot of wear and tear with all of the kids and us. This is the primary place that we come and we gather to watch movies or TV or do a little binging on Netflix, and so the sofa has seen its better days. But with just a few throw pillows and this really fun fall Afghan, it's just enough to kind of help us transition the sofa from our everyday life into something a little more seasonal here. One of the things that we want to do moving into the future is our plans are to replace the sectional. The sectional will go downstairs into the kids' space, and then we're hoping to bring in a new set of sofa, love seats, and a couple of end tables, and kind of make the living room a little bit more adult-friendly. And we need to kind of boost up our pillow game there a little bit. All right, here's a really fun piece that we worked on. So we picked up this little table here a number of years ago. It's a great narrow table. It's fairly high, but we moved it into place here. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this up as one of our main focal pieces in the living room. It sits right underneath of our TV. And so we had to do a little bit of rearranging with some wires, and I haven't gotten that done yet, but here before long we'll have all of those wires kind of strapped together, and it'll clean it up a little bit and it won't look so bulky underneath. But right now what I want to focus on is what we're going to be decorating with. So another running goes across the top. And then we have this really fun box jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, which we have had for years. It used to actually light up, but we took the light out because usually we use it in a place where we don't have access to a plug, and so it was kind of silly to have a jack-o'-lantern that couldn't light up. So for right now, it's going to be a box jack-o'-lantern, and we're probably going to end up putting in a battery-operated candle just to help set the mood with that so that it will light up. The first couple pieces we put up on the top of the table is going to be this really pretty picture that we picked up from Hobby Lobby a little while ago. And in that, we have a variety of foliage and sprees, leaves and little pumpkins and things, just to kind of bring in a little bit of the fall color into the room. And then after that, you saw this really cool candle piece. Actually, it's a multi-feature piece. It's from Southern Living at Home. If you remember that, Amy used to sell Southern Living products, and so that was one of the products that we were able to pick up and show. You use it for a number of things. This is out pretty much all year long, and we use it for candles. We use it right here for this really cool set of dried wheat, and it makes a really cool piece there. And then you should have seen that little, it's called the Drake lantern, another Southern Living at Home item that Amy had from years ago, and really love that, and so we put that back out. A couple other things that you see pulling out. Amy made those stuffed fabric pumpkins a number of years ago. We've kept them around just because they look so cool. And then just now you saw me put up 2 more pieces from Hobby Lobby. You can see them in our Hobby Lobby Fall Haul blog post on the website. That is the orange wood carved pumpkin, and it is the cotton tree wrapped in burlap. 2 pieces that we absolutely loved when we saw them in the store, and they actually look really great as we come here to this table. You also saw me put a pumpkin candle up on the table. It's a really cool ceramic piece. It looks like a little bit of a cross between an owl and a pumpkin. We're going to put a candle in that, light that up, and that'll be a really pretty piece. And then finally here, what you see me doing is going back to that potpourri bag that we got from Hobby Lobby with the pine cones and the various pieces, and bringing out some of the color and texture and mixing it up a little bit. And so what you see there on the top is a variety of mini pumpkins and the pine cones. And then, of course, one more piece from Hobby Lobby, and that would be a candy dish that we've had for years that actually ended up getting filled with pine cones. You'll see that a little bit later on. But here, as we come across the top of the table, you can see the Drake candle, you can see the cotton tree in the burlap sack. There's that orange wood carved pumpkin, and then There's the other owl pumpkin candle. And then of course we have our box jack-o'-lantern, the 2 fabric pumpkins that Amy created, and something that's usually in our house. It actually belongs to our oldest son, our suit of armor. So we're moving over to this wall here in the entry. It is a stark wall. We have had a hard time really trying to figure out how to decorate and fill it with space. And so we're going to play around with a few things here this fall, and going into the holiday season we'll try a few more things. But what we're doing is we're pulling over a hope chest that Amy got from her father. Amy refinished it with a chalkboard paint, took it from its old wood tone into a really cool blue, and then setting up next to it we have this really cool live edge piece of wood here that friends gave us. Now on the other side we actually have it decorated for Christmas, but we leave it out generally for the rest of the year because we just love the way that piece looks with the live edge on it. Here you see me bringing in the picture that we filled earlier in the video, and with the orange leafy spree, and you can see that sitting inside another Southern Living piece, and that is this Southern Living at home tray. It's got a really cool glass feature bottom to it, and we're just filling that up with a number of different things here, from a candle to another stuffed pumpkin that Amy made. And then we picked up this piece as part of our Hobby Lobby haul. Really love the palette, the wood palette and pumpkin in white. Thought that was really cool. We actually had it outside first, but it didn't quite fit outside, and so we brought it in and used it here in the corner, and I'm kind of liking the way it looks there now. That blanket, that quilt, love that quilt. That was actually handmade by a very dear friend of ours who loves to do quilting. She put that together as a gift for Amy a little while back, and the colors are just perfect for fall, and so we're bringing it out and we're going to use it as an accent piece as we're decorating here. And then this white lantern we actually picked up from TJ Maxx a little while back, and inside of that we're putting a battery operated timer candle, and around it some pine cones. And so here's the almost finished piece. We're going to add a few more things to that as we go throughout the video, but with the candle lit and the stuffed pumpkin, the picture with the spree, and this really beautiful handmade quilt, really coming together nicely. Liking how this looks, and on a wall that is so open like this, it's really bringing in some color and texture to that wall. We have 2 bookcases that go on either side of our fireplace. The bookcases we picked up at IKEA about 4 years ago maybe, and we don't do a whole lot with them, and so what I did is just reorganize some of the books and some of the things that we have on the shelves, and then added in some fall touches, some candles, some pumpkins, just to bring a little bit of festive flair to those shelves. One of the last pieces we have here to decorate is going to be this really fun slider rocker. Amy got this slider rocker from her mom. We love it. We've had it for a long time. And the only thing I'm really going to do that is just to add this Noah's Ark Afghan, which again the colors match, and then this really fun pillow. So now as we've kind of pull back and take a look at what we've done in the living room for our makeover, we haven't done a whole lot because our living room is used quite a bit for a number of different purposes. And so while we try to bring in some of the fall color and the fun pumpkins of the season, we don't want to overdo it because our living room still is our living room and it's going to get used. And so we add just enough touch to make it festive without overdoing it. So really love how it all came out. Love the metal trough as our centerpiece. Really like how this table has come out with the pieces that we've put on there. Of course, our mantle, we have loved that. We're so excited for that. And the accent pieces on the bookshelves. Everything just comes together to create a really nice, warm space for us for the fall. And like I said, this room gets used a lot. We have our community group Bible study in it. Amy watches kids throughout the week. They're in that space. And then it is our primary TV room. And so in the evenings, all of the kids pile in, and here's where we sit and watch our TV. So to be able to have some fall feeling in there without it being too overwhelming has been really nice. Well, we want to thank you for checking out the video. We hope that maybe you found some really cool tips. Be sure to go back to our website, lifeinthehigham.com. surf around. We've got some really fun decorating things for you this year, including our most recent Hobby Lobby fall decorating haul. You want to check that out. And make sure you subscribe and come back. We're going to be posting more and more pieces here as we talk about what it looks like to decorate our homes for the seasons. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.